Hey, am I gonna regret this video?
Wake up, get lit. Wake up, get lit. Wake up, get lit. Wake up, get lit.
Hey people, what's up? Make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit that like button. I'm just pushing out more and more content, showing you guys different streetwear stuff. Yeah, just trying to get the word out. And I did grab some Anti-Social Social Club from their last drop where they had a bunch of items, but I didn't grab any apparel. I wasn't really feeling any of it. I looked through everything. I already had some apparel. You know, this Montana shirt, which, I mean, how can you beat that? I live in Montana. And then the Anti-Social Social Club, the feather one. I have a few other ones, that really bright pink one. This one right here, so dope. I have video reviews of these items. You guys can definitely check those out. And yeah, so this latest drop, didn't grab anything apparel wise. I lost my belt, which really sucks. I bought that Anti-Social Social Club belt. I don't even remember where I lost it at, but yeah, so I got a new Anti-Social Social Club item. Yeah, I saw it and I was thinking on this drop, oh, nothing looks hot, I'm not gonna get anything. But then I saw this item and I was thinking, okay, I actually need to get this because yeah, it says regrets on the side, and I thought that was really dope. This was a really inexpensive item, so yeah, craftsmanship on this thing is just horrible. A bunch of people have already been saying that it really was not built very well, and I can tell you, just looking at it first glance, yeah, they were right. This was made very poorly, but you know, comes in this nice styrofoam case. Looks like that's all that's in there, just the styrofoam container or the protection or whatnot in that container inside the cardboard. But yeah, looking closely at this thing, you can see there's so much imperfections on this. It's just, it is horrendous. They basically had some sort of an ink that they laid down on this, like a paper. You can see the lines on the side. I'll just give you guys some close-ups here. Yeah, you can see those lines on the side where that paper comes down. And you got a little chip on there already. Pre-packaged chip. And yeah, you see how that ink just kind of folded down and doesn't quite meet up right there, but you know, that's okay. You have a brushed porcelain portion right there for it to sit on. Brushed porcelain up there, so that's fine. That kind of changes there from shiny or glossy to a matte finish. That's not so bad. And then yeah, there's the regrets that I wanted. That's what I really liked. And then yeah, the coloring on this does not match up at all. You got a little imperfection. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Basically just looks like a burn, but then over here, that burn is really terrible. Like that. Yeah, and then a few other spots where it's missing that color. So yeah, a bunch of imperfections, but you know, I feel like in my life, so many regrets. Every single cigarette, I regret it afterwards. And I don't really smoke very often. I'm more of a social smoker sort of person, but yeah, every time, you know, you're gonna regret because it's just a little bit of health taken away from you. But you know, sometimes you're just like, I don't care. Sometimes it just feels right to abuse yourself, and it's never a good idea, but it's something that humanity is really having a struggle with. We can't get rid of these things. We can't get away from them. It just seems like people want to have the option to slowly cause some health problems or whatnot. I mean, my uncle has COPD because he's been smoking basically his whole life, and I mean, my grandma died of lung cancer from cigarette smoking, so I definitely can never get addicted to these things. I'm gonna do my best, keep it at just social or not at all. I mean, not at all is even better, but yeah, it says never again, never you. Anti-Social Social Club, genuine taste. But yeah, so there you go with your poorly crafted ashtray from Anti-Social Social Club. I don't know how you make it, put it like that. Kind of looks cool like that. Let me know your guys' thoughts on it, what you think about it. If you guys got one, what kind of issues yours had, if you think these things are going to resale, if there's any point in attempting to resell it, or if you just don't care at all and don't have an opinion, that's fine. Like, just, it's cool. Go on to the next one. Well, anyways, today is Valentine's Day. This is the 2018 Valentine's crew neck from Advisory Board Crystals. ABC right there. This year they're doing basically the same exact sweater as this one for 2021. I feel like it would probably, you know, when it gets dirty, it's not gonna look as good. This one has like smudges all over it and it still looks great. You see all those marks all over? All that ink issues or whatever. Yeah, still looks great. I actually had some stitching that was coming undone, and so what I did is I just glued it down with some super glue. I really don't know if that's gonna hold, but it's on top of this sparkly ink, so, or glitter filled ink. Yeah, it might stay, it might not. Anyways, I'm gonna spend a bunch of time today with my wife Abby. Since it is Valentine's Day, we're gonna go out to dinner. It's also my little brother's birthday. Happy birthday to him, Valentine's Day birthday. He's training right now in mixed martial arts, doing a bunch of training with the only gym we have in our town. The pandemic did kind of slow him down in his training, but he's really back on track now, so everybody wish him a very happy birthday. He's turning 17, I think. But yeah, so I'm gonna go do both of those things today, and before I let you go, I'm gonna shoot you some positivity. This one here is just a cool little insight into Albert Einstein's life. In the 20 years before Einstein died, he almost never accepted invitations to speak at universities. In 1946, he broke his self-imposed rule to give an address and accept an honorary degree from a small, traditionally black university, Lincoln University in Pennsylvania. At Lincoln University, he declared, "The separation of the races is not a disease of colored people, but a disease of white people. I do not intend to be quiet about it." And then down below, Albert Einstein teaches a physics class to young black men in 1946. So yeah, we got a lot of regrets in the white race, lots of regrets. And some people, or a large group of people, don't want to deal with those regrets, don't want to rationalize them in their mind. They just push those ideas out and say, no, you're wrong. History is different. That never happened. That's just lies made up. I mean, come on, people. It's not lies. Like, it's been a rough history for humanity, and we're definitely at a better place now than ever. I mean, even with COVID, it's really opened up humanity to be more humane, be more ethical. I mean, we're humans. You'd think we would be humane, but humans have not been very humane, as history would show us. So anyways, yeah, let's just love each other, come together as a human race, and just work through those things in the past that have happened. We can't, you know, just make them go away completely. That's never gonna happen. We have to go through these relationships. We have to have the hard conversations and just do those things that can help encourage other people. I mean, I've had a really rough week, highest hours working week ever in my entire life. At any job, I've worked the most hours this last week, and yeah, I started really losing it. Basically fell into an anxiety attack, a really intense depression, and I just started blowing up at people basically yesterday, especially yesterday morning when my truck that I've had for like 5 years now didn't want to start running because it's negative 30 degrees outside Fahrenheit. So we're dealing with that in Montana, that super cold weather, and then just all of these carriers being out sick makes it so I've got to work basically 12 to 13 hours per day, and yeah. So yeah, I'm glad to have today off. I'm glad to even have that blow up that I had. I mean, it's a bad thing and maybe I should regret it, but the same, I mean, I do regret many of the things that I said during that time when I was mad and yelling at my coworkers, I'm gonna quit. Different things, because I was losing my head literally. But that blow up was nice because then afterwards I got to reflect on myself and learn and kind of grow internally myself. And then yeah, I told some of the people at my work, you know, what I'm going through, and a lot of them are going through similar things. I mean, their vehicles aren't breaking, they're not witnessing dogs being run over by cars on icy streets, which I did on Friday, and it was very traumatic. I felt like this little miniature pit bull was running to me from across the street because I kind of know a lot of the dogs on my route. I don't have any dogs that are aggressive towards me. I've never encountered that problem that some people say that mailmen have. I mean, I've had dogs barking at me because they're excited or whatever, and I can calm them down because, you know, whatever. Anyways, so this miniature pit bull I feel like is running at me, and then he's trying to cross 2 lanes of just going traffic because it was like Friday, it was right by the bank, and so everybody was loading into the bank, getting out of the bank. He runs out onto the street and goes under a few tires, and then he runs back to his owner. So I'm hoping that he's like fine. maybe, I mean, dogs are really tough. Dogs can get hit by vehicles and be pretty much fine. Actually, my brother Seth, whose birthday is today, when he was 3, he wandered away from our house, my parents' house, when we were living at home. He ran into a busy street, got hit, flew a bunch of feet, and he ended up just breaking his arm. But yeah, I'm so glad that dog survived. But anyways, I was already at my wit's end, and then I witnessed this miniature pit bull, so cute of a dog, so happy, just go through this traumatic event. And I can see like under the vehicles as the dog's like, bouncing. It was tough. So yeah, the next morning I really had not dealt with those emotions, and the previous night I was already up till like 9:30 or 10 at night at the post office trying to get my truck running. Next morning I had to be there at 6:30 a.m. to clock in and start working again. And so yeah, I didn't have time to think about what I'm thinking about. So anyways, I'll get off this rant. So yeah, thank you everybody who gave me some encouragement. I know in life you're gonna go through hard times, you're gonna go through difficult things, and we need each other to help pick us up. Yeah, when you keep trying to cop limited shoes, limited, and they just keep selling out, taking L's like all the time, you know, you can also fall into kind of that depression. So yeah, we have to pick each other up and just know that those moments are just for a time. We can get through them as best we can, and then afterwards we can reflect back and think about how we can maybe keep ourselves from getting to that mental state. Because once you get into that anxiety or depression state in your mind, there's no getting out of it. Like one of my supervisors was like, you need to calm down, you need to stop, this is too much, you're causing a lot of bad moods here at work. And I'm like, I'm sorry, there's nothing you can say to talk me down. I am stuck. Thankfully they took that, they just left me alone, let me calm down. And then once I dealt with myself, then I was able to go back and let them know, you know, I think the reason why I'm going through this is because of all these extra hours, and then on top of that, in this negative 30-degree weather, seeing something traumatic can really cause your mind to go into a traumatic state. So anyways, I'm out of it now. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to my wife, Abby, all my friends at the post office, friends on Instagram. Definitely thank you guys for sending me messages. I don't really try and like push my Instagram that much. I'm not really posting very much on there, but I do share stories on there. You can definitely follow me and see all those different stories that I share, different posts from other accounts, and even just little tidbits of my life from delivering mail and whatnot. So anyways, I got a lot going. I already told you guys that, so I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
About to have a party in the hood. Ain't work but a snack, won't try to get a pill. Ever since it changed my life, I'ma walk that walk, won't try to get it right. Trying to do right now.